Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is the reading for the collective for May 4th, 2024. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you are. As far as the date is right, then hopefully you can get something out of this reading. Page of Pentacles. When Page of Pentacles appear, because of the nature of Pentacles, it is about money and material. Page usually means message. Today is a good day to sort out some financial matters if you have not sorted out yet. If there are bills to be paid, make sure that you are paying them. And also, today's a time to sort out your finances. And probably to check if there's anything you can improve your finances. For example, if you have a lot of subscriptions, you might consider letting go some of the subscriptions if you're no longer using them. It's a good time to shop for something cheaper. But Mercury turns direct a couple of days ago, so I would suggest you to be aware of making big decisions because Mercury is still under shadow. So it's all right to make decisions, but always keep the receipts in case you have to make redo the decision later on. Because when Mercury is over the shadow period, then those times will be more clear for everyone to act on things. But as we know, sometimes life happens. We cannot arrange everything for every moment. So just be careful, and then I believe that we can still make decisions according to the situation. Page of Pentacles is also about learning. You might consider learning something new, or maybe in the process of learning something today. In the process of learning, we have to be patient because we are gaining new information that we are not generally aware of or maybe familiar with. So it is definitely necessary to be humble and to be at the same time courageous to understand new things that we are unfamiliar with. Especially if these new knowledge will lead to financial prosperity in the future. Page of Pentacles sometimes they can mean younger people. If you have kids, it's good to pay attention to their expenses. Are they having enough money? Are they having enough money for school? And you might also want to crunch the numbers when you're dealing with their expenses like books, groceries, stationery, everything they need for school. If you're lucky, probably you can find some kind of discounts. Student discounts, parents discounts. Just search for it. You search for something that can save you some money, probably. If you're going to learn about something today, try to find something that you feel passionate about. Because the yellow color at the background, it means vitality. It means Not exactly passion, but um, but it means there's a lot of energy um, while learning new things. So please choose the right thing for you to learn. Choose the right thing for you to focus on, not something you feel like it is very unrelated to your life. Um, I think for this particular matter, the thing you will learn about today, at first, it will be, it's not gonna be very quickly. It's gonna be like just like the ground this person in the picture standing on. Um, they're standing on the ground of um, green leaves, and also we can see the green trees, and also the soil is doing pretty well. Um, and as you can see, there is also a, how can I explain this? This is where people grow crops. So everything, the soil is doing fine, the ground is doing fine. Um, so which means if you learn something today, you're gonna start with a fertile ground. Make sure that you have everything in your hands that can assist you in the learning progress and the learning process. Um, you want everything come in handy, okay? That's the thing. Because when you have everything handy, you can focus on the material you're learning. So by saying that, it can apply to a lot of situations. It depends on how you learn things. If you learn things by sitting in front of your computer, make sure your computer is working fine. Make sure the screen is bright enough. Make sure the environment is comfortable for you to absorb information from the universe and from the sources of information. Try to strip away any possibilities that are trying to interfere your way. Sometimes interferences, they're not always about the outer world, but also how we situated ourselves. If we situated ourselves in a comfortable setup, a comfortable setting, then we are less likely to be distracted, even though there are still possibilities that we can be distracted somehow. But when we get back on our seat, when we get back to that setting, we can quickly focus back on what we are trying to work on. But if we situated ourselves in a place where we don't feel comfortable, and then when we're trying to do our stuff, when some outer interference comes in, then it's very likely um, to stop our progress, because we, starting from the beginning, we are already not very comfortable with where we are located. So I would suggest you to try figure out a way to situate yourself comfortably. Maybe you feel like, oh, I don't have the means to do this, do that, or maybe situate myself in a perfect setup. Doesn't matter. Try your best. Try your best. Figure out the smallest things that you can think about. Maybe um, when you're learning, you're very stressed out. Maybe a glass of water on the side of the computer can be a trick for you. Maybe a glass of coffee. Maybe um, it depends. It depends. It is a time to think about what makes you learn the fastest. and quickest and also the most efficient way for you to learn. Think about it and then try to facilitate the situation by, I don't know, whatever things you can do, move things around, make yourself feel better as much as possible when you are absorbing the information. Because the Page of Pentacles, they're standing on the ground where the soil is fertile. The environment is supporting them to actually focus on the pentacles on their hands. So make sure your environment is supporting you. Sometimes maybe the environment is not supporting, but your mind, your spirit, your energy level, your mentality can still support you. Maybe it's not material things that support you to focus. Maybe it is a thinking process. Maybe it is about the mentality. Maybe you don't have anything in your hands. You have a lot of lack and you're not satisfied, but maybe there's something that you're very wise about. And when you think about that theory you have, that belief, you create your mental capacity that is abundant enough for you to focus on what you want to learn today, what you want to focus today. Maybe this is not about the physical realm. Maybe it is about the spiritual realm, your spiritual energy. Are you in peace? Are you in a state of mind that allows you to learn? Some people, they don't learn through peace. Some people, they learn through struggles. Maybe some of you will try to play TV games and get your mind stimulated so that you can start absorbing the information. Because some people, they need stimulation. Not everybody stands still or sits still to receive information. Some people, they have to stand up to learn. It really depends on your physiology and your body, your spirit. So everybody can be different. So the most important thing is to think about, to look back into your life. When did you feel most competitive in learning about things and most efficient and successfully learn? Think about those times. What did you have in those times? Yes, you may say, okay, I had that environment before, but I no longer have that environment now. You may be losing that environment, but you never lose that sensation. Try to align your mind, your sensation with that memories. You don't need to be situated in a perfect situation, but you can imagine, you can feel it. Feel that in your memories. Maybe once upon a time, you had a very good time in an upscale hotel, but now maybe you're broke. But you can still remember that sensation. And when you're learning something today, you try to connect yourself with that sensation of being in an upscale hotel room where you feel luxurious and your mind is at ease. You try to situate your mind over there and then keep going on learning stuff so that you will less focus on what you are lacking in and manifest the things you once had and want to regain. This is the trick that I would like to share to you. It is also about the Page of Pentacles energy. So after the fertile ground, we move to the right hand side we see the mountains. The mountains is blue, it's not green anymore. So if you start something today, it's possible that you will start with passion. You will learn with passion. But in the long run, the thing you learn today is possible to develop into a more sophisticated situation. Probably because after you learn it, it can manifest in a way that is very systematical and it will generate money and profit. So in the long run, it will be it will go towards the more technological side, but not too much about the passion. But we still need the diligence to work through the things and to learn about things and to kick it into momentum somehow. This thing we learned today at the beginning, it needs more support from our emotional level and our physical body. But as we've learned it today and into the future, the momentum will kick in and then it will require less and less mental and physical capacity because of the nature of the color of the mountains. There will be difficulties, but the difficulties will be overcome by being technological and being diligent. Um, yeah, and I do believe that the things we learn today, there will be a long-lasting effect. It's not gonna be constantly changing. There will be obstacles need to be overcome somehow in the future, but then it's not gonna be really drastic. Maybe at some point, um, maybe we rise to a level because as you can see, there's a tip on a mountain. So what does that mean? That might be maybe we'll gradually move and ascend to a level of success on what we are learning today, and then there is a tip where it will be the climax, and then it will sort of go down and then get to the plateau. You know, plateau, whatever. Yeah. So try to figure out if you're learning something or gaining the knowledge about something that you would like to invest in, and you know that it's gonna be a climax at some point and you have to get out before it really goes down. But fortunately, because the mountains is not showing it does not show the loss of value in a disastrous way. It just goes plateau. So if you, let's say if you buy a stock today, it's gonna go to the climax at some point and then it will go down. But when it goes down, I don't think it will be losing all of the values. You will still gain because as you can see, the right hand side is still higher than the left side. So it will still be in a consistent or a long-lasting situation where the value is still above where you started. You see what I mean? But it will be becoming less, but not less than where you started. So this is also an indicator where we have to understand the fact that what we learn today, it will create long-lasting gains in our lives. Maybe somehow we will lose some kind of passion, but in the long run, it will gives it will give us gains somehow. and it will be lasting in our lives. So this is my message for you guys, and well, this is a message from the universe for you for the May 4th, 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. I appreciate your time and participation, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.